Hello there. In this topic, we're going to see how to import SAP HANA models into the SAP HANA database, which have been previously exported. So we're going to be working with the training test package, and this is the another model here. So I'm going to simply delete it. So the idea is to show you how it looks like when you import a model. So I'm going to just delete this package. The name is training underscore test. So we don't have training underscore test here. So let's assume that this is the system where we want to import. So we're going to import that now. So we're going to click on import, and then you have a lot of options in the SAP HANA content. We'll go with the delivery unit because that's what we have exported. So you say next, you select your system, and you say next. Now you need to choose where your package is. Our package is on the server. So I click on server, and if you see here, the first package is training test. So you select it, and you see that we have one object. You can choose to override, and you can choose to activate the objects. We'll say finish, and now the import has been successful. So it's automatically refreshing itself, and when it's done, it'll show us the training test package. So here we go. So we have the training test package. So just an example how to import packages into HANA. Let's take a look at the other importing options. So we have something called the developer mode. So where you can import a specific object. So let's say somebody has exported an object, you can naturally import it. So all you need to do is you need to point. So we have an object at the new folder. So you just point out and it will show you all the objects here, and then you can pick up your objects from here. So this is the schema. So let's go to HDB. So this is training COPA. You have all these objects. So if you go to calculation view, we can bring this object into the system. Objects case where you want to bring a specific object into HANA. All right, let's take a look at the next option, which is mass import of metadata. This is for the Sybase replication server SAP load controller. And when you do that, you can bring all the metadata of your database into HANA. So this is, you're going to bring all the metadata, basically all the table structures from your source system into the target system. The next option is sample applications. So as we know, HANA, you can also develop applications. So there are some sample applications out there. So a couple of them are on GitHub. So this is on GitHub, Hello World. And then we have the Shine content. So you click on the Shine content. So this basically brings a demo package inside of your database. So you can say next, and you can select the system. And then it needs a schema and it needs a specific package. So I can say training test, and you can say finish. So it's currently running. If you see here, okay, that took some time, and if you see, it has been imported, but the activation has failed due to some. And actually in the training test, you have something called Shine SP8. So these are all the packages available, and admin and data and functions and models and so on. So all of these are part of the Shine package. So that's how you import sample applications into HANA database. So when you come next, it's showing all the modules which you have in the SAP ERP system. And let's say that we want to drill down to a specific set of tables called TCUR. These are the currency conversion tables. And when you hit search, it's going to take some time, but it'll eventually show you the results of all the matches in the source system. Okay, so these are all the matches of TCUR, and then let's say we want the TCUR K table. This is the currency codes, and then now you have to choose a schema where you want to position this table. So let's go ahead and pick up a schema, so training. Now before we actually do this, keep in mind that this is only the metadata. So you're not going to be able to see any values or any data. There's only table structure. So what happens is once you do this, then you can go back to BODS, and instead of using a template table to send a table from the source to target, you can then import this metadata back to BODS, and then you can run the job. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh this tables schema here, and then you will see the ticker K, which we just imported. If you go to open content, you won't see any data, obviously, because this is the table structure. And if you open the definition, you will be able to see the table structure. So these are all the options in the import feature of SAP HANA.